Welcome to the second Toronto Hoop Talk live stream of the night. We got Warriors and Suns, and holy shit, I'm joining to see that it's 13-2 Warriors. I watched this first play-in game tonight, Magic and Hornets. Regretting that I scheduled a live stream because the game was horrible. It was a fucking blowout from minute like 4. I was hoping this would be different, but so far 13-2 for the Suns. I got my guys with me, King and Sai. Hey man,
Mother,
what the hell?
the Warriors are ass. I
They're
just
getting
saw 4
robbed.
straight minutes of straight BS from them. B Parts is a domestic terrorist.
Yo, Pods, yeah, Pods is definitely enemy number one. Jesus, dude, are we gonna get any good basketball tonight? Is my question. Do you think we are?
If Curry is not backpacking his team, nah.
That's so ass.
But funny enough, if this game does get bad, I do have a discussion. And I did see on TikTok like 2 minutes ago.
Fair enough. We got options, buddy. We got options.
Yeah, it was
King, all good?
which persistent player do you think has like the most pressure?
Sorry.
Oh, in the playoffs?
Yeah, like for example, I saw it was like point guard LaMelo, shooting guard was D-Mid, small forward was
Is this
Jalen
based on an
Brown.
article or something?
What's up?
Is this based on an article or something, or are you coming up with this off the top of your head?
No, it wasn't off of an article. It was just I saw a random TikTok where like 3 guys saying like, "Oh, we think that this player has the most pressure on this position." And
Oh,
I found it funny because it was like for point guard they put in LaMelo, and he just got 30 bombed.
legit. Yeah, I don't know. That's a interesting convo. If we're talking about pressure, I think there's pressure on New York, like a lot of pressure. So I think that's teams definitely up there in terms of like teams under pressure.
Oh, for the Senate they did have Cat.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Boston doesn't have that much pressure because it's like, oh, Tatum is coming off an Achilles. We just want to chip. Like, yeah, I don't think there's a ton of pressure in Boston. I think there's a decent amount of pressure in Detroit because they don't want to come across like frauds.
No, I think I don't think so because nobody expected to Detroit to challenge, right?
So you're right. There's no pressure to win a championship. I think there's pressure to just not look like frauds. So
They will call. They will qualify for conference finals.
No
That's it.
17 makes no
I think that's probably what it is. They have to get to the conference finals to not look like frauds.
See, you have to beat this Magic team.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, that will be one of the nastiest series. Will be Detroit versus Magic.
Thank God they finally do something correct.
It'll be really bad. There's pressure in Cleveland.
Yeah, and for the super, they did have D-Meds, because I'm not gonna lie, you did all of this stuff, and this team did all this win now stuff. If you if you lose to the Raptors, nah.
Bro, I think they're the most expensive team in the NBA. Let me see. Let me look this up.
King, if Cavs lost to these Raptors, ban this team from NBA.
I agree. Oh. So Cavs.
See, the total cap of Warriors is because of Steph Curry, right? That is because of Steph.
Hold on. This doesn't seem right because there's no way Washington is this high. What the hell? Okay, hold on. Okay, perfect. Here it is. This is accurate. Bro, the Cavs have the most expensive roster in the NBA. Pressure. There's definitely pressure on that team.
Okay, see, pressure means they have to qualify for finals, conference finals.
For New York?
No, I'm saying Cavs.
Cavs, yeah. Cavs conference finals. Knicks, I think they probably have to make the finals.
The
See,
Knicks
for
have
me,
to
I
make the
think
finals.
for me, Knicks has to win. By the way, they haven't won for some time right now. They have
Yeah,
to win.
I agree. I agree. Knicks have to make a serious run. Cavs have to make.
Yes,
I think Cavs have to.
conference finals.
Yeah, same with Detroit. And then I don't think there's any other pressure in the East. The pressure in the
No, no,
West.
no. With if Luka and AR, there is a pressure on JJ.
Okay,
But that can't be on JJ.
pressure is to then what is like what the like how is the pressure on JJ? I'm curious.
No, no, no. Pressure means the team has to deliver. Right? See, they got him Luka. They got this is second year for JJ Redick. He has to figure it out. Last season he absolutely smashed by T Wolves. He has to improve, right? He has to show some
So you
improvement.
think the pressure is to not get blown out?
See, for me, if AR and Austin Reeves is there, I think at least conference balance is must for JJ.
You think
But
the
now
Lakers have to make a conference? They're not making a conference finals in this Western Conference.
no,
No,
he's
no,
saying
no.
if they were
King.
healthy,
If
then that would
If
be
they were
the
healthy,
yes,
I think even if
yes.
they were healthy, no way.
See, no way means we have to. See, you can't be blown out by T Wolves and
Against the
Nuggets
Thunder
every
and
season.
Spurs and Nuggets,
well, hold
No, no,
on,
no, no.
Sai.
I'm saying,
Sai,
yeah,
are you
go
saying
on.
you would expect them to, or are you saying that
I expect them
anything
to.
less like no, I guess what I'm trying to say is like would your prediction if the Lakers are healthy, would you predict they would make the conference finals, or is this what you're saying is that like hey, if they don't do it then they failed?
See, for me, I predicted second round.
Okay.
I don't care. Get me second round.
Mm-hmm. So your prediction would have been winning a series, but you're saying like, bro, if you're fully healthy and you have all these players and you
Yes,
don't make the finals, I'm saying somebody fucked up.
yes. And by the way,
Oh,
see if you taking that right, I will. For me, if we all fit, I think we can beat Nuggets in seven series.
what about
I
the
don't see
Spurs or the
that.
Nuggets?
I do not see that.
No, no, no. If I'm feeling fit, that means see it can go either ways. By the way, we seen how we can play. It can go either ways.
I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, but like, who do you guys got that can stop Jokic?
no, but you know what
That
I
is
think you have to think about, bro. Jamal
go
Murray
on.
turns into God against the Lakers in the playoffs.
Oh, speaking of Murray, he has pressure. He needs to be consistent. If he's not consistent this playoffs, we have problems.
See, and that is where my thing coming from Nuggets was. I know Joker plays well, but the Joker around the cast they have to be consistent for 7 games, and I don't see that. See, Gordon has to play well. Hardaway has to do well. Uh, Jamal Murray has to do well, and
So
I
for
have not seen Jamal. See, Jamal Murray is having a good season by the way, but I don't think he will perform 7 games in consistent way. I don't see that.
I don't know, man. I swear he plays well against the Lakers in the playoffs.
He
Yeah,
does, yeah.
you're right, but for me, I see it's not happening, and we it won't happen. But for me, if give me full health, Lakers team versus this Nuggets man, I will take 7 series. Even if we lost, that will be a brilliant series to watch for me.
That I can hear. Okay, the Warriors have clawed back, bro. It's a 4 point game.
Nah, it's 6 point game. Sorry, 7 point game.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
behind. I just saw Dylan Brooks at the three. Damn.
it's does that count? Curry got fouled.
King, what is your prediction against T Wolves?
Um, I'll get them as Nuggets in six.
Yes.
That's the consensus, roughly.
Yeah. See, I said in the tomorrow, sorry, yesterday's flawless channel also. Ant-Man, don't be bridesmaid to Joker again.
Hold on. So last time you guys played, Nuggets won.
No, last time we played was when Boston won the finals. We lost in 7. Like the last playoff game.
So then that wouldn't make them the bridesmaid, no? I'm confused. Fun fact: the Clippers paying 190 mil to give OKC. This is what I'm saying, bro. Clippers, 7th most expensive team in the NBA. Paying close
See,
to a
7th
quarter
was expensive,
billion.
right? The one, see, that one Paul George pick is having a absolute run out, man.
Yep.
OKC. Then one
Yep.
Paul George pick changed the dynasty of OKC.
Yep, bro. The Clippers basically built the championship team, just not for themselves.
See, Sam Presti is waiting, rubbing his
Man, the
hands
Clippers
right
can't
now.
do anything right. They can't even get dynasties right.
See, if you giving me Sam Presti a chance of top 8, he will cook again.
For sure.
And if I'm seeing they're linked with Croft.
Bro, do you know what's absolutely
If
disgusting?
ACAF goes there, I think it's a OKC 3-peat.
Bro, if they get a high pick, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think, remove the comment. What's OKC on this list? They were Dynasty, and where were they on this list?
They're the
Bottom 15? Yeah, I hate this.
Okay, but you know what it is, bro? There's a huge cluster because 27 is Milwaukee at 182 and 7 is LA at 190. So basically, like 195, the LA at 4, 195 is what? Yeah, 13 away from there's basically everybody is around the same. There's just the really cheap teams, which are Utah, Memphis, and Brooklyn, and the really expensive teams, which are Golden State, New York, and the Cavs.
Around this, Harden salary also included in this, right?
Yes.
Harden, yeah. Yep.
That means no surprise though. That means no surprise though. Yeah.
Cleveland, bro, most expensive roster in the NFL. In the NBA, and nobody would know. Not a single soul would know.
But do you know who's 5th? The Rockets. Do you know who has pressure? I'm not gonna lie. KD has pressure this playoffs. If he loses badly to this Lakers team, no one is gonna be really respecting him.
Yo, look at this tax bill. Hold on. Minnesota has a luxury tax bill? That's crazy. Damn, I would have never thought their owners would be down to do this. King, do you know how the luxury tax works?
Oliver, you kind of told me a little bit about it last year when our owner was talking about we might have to trade Jokic for this luxury tax. You kind of told me, but I forgot about it.
No, so yeah, basically there's a number, and if you're over the number, then you owe the league money, right? So it's like based on how far the Cavs are above the number, they did math and they determined the Cavs owe the league this money, right? What happens is those 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 teams are gonna pay this money to the NBA. And then the NBA is going to take this money and equally split it amongst the rest of the league. So the other 23 teams get a chunk of this money. So whatever this is added up, 68 plus 67 is what, like 135, 180, 202. Let's say this is about 220-ish $million is going to get split by the other 23 teams. So that's roughly what, 10 mil each. So that's the thing about the luxury tax is like you're either in it or you're not. And if you're in it, you're paying bread. If you're not in the luxury tax, you're making money. So that's the thing about the Cavs, bro. If the Cavs somehow lose to the Raptors, the Cavs are literally paying money while the Raptors are making money off of the money that the Cavs pay just to get clapped.
See, luxury tax is the option that if you can take risk. If the luxury tax was, you can take risks. That is what's Cleveland done. It's a risk.
Yeah, it's basically you're compensating the rest of the league for taking the risk. Yeah, that's essentially how it works.
Yes, because see, if somehow Cleveland win the NBA roster, right? NBA, that
Yeah.
means their luxury tax is off. They will get the money, prize money, right?
Oh yeah.
It won't care. That's why
Mhm.
I'm saying that if you have a good team, if you build a very good team, it's no problem for your luxury tax because you can win NBA.
Yeah, it's only shitty for a team like Golden State that's literally the season is on the
Yeah,
line right now. Or like
Rockets,
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 yeah.
like
Rockets
Clippers.
stupid. Like Clippers, oh yeah, Clippers really stupid.
Yes,
But yeah, New York it makes sense. Cleveland, my issue is that I don't think I think Cleveland has a 0% chance of winning the NBA
Yo,
championship.
Theo Glaze in this Warriors Dylan Brooks matchup.
What are they saying?
No, they really had like promos and clips of just the constant times that Dylan Brooks has been met playing with the Warriors. I'm on Prime, so you're not probably getting it.
Oh yeah. No, it's for this thumbnail on this video, bro, I could have picked Steph and Devin Booker as the two
I told
superstars, but I'm
you.
like, nah,
See,
we need Dylan
yeah,
Brooks and
and
Draymond.
Green.
Yep, that's
And
what
they
we need.
literally did just so Dylan Brooks and Draymond. Like, bro, we get it.
Amazing.
And
Yeah,
by
but
the
here's
way,
the
Um,
Alam,
thing
in that
though.
list, sorry, King. In that list, the only team that has to win the that has a chance to win the chip is New York Knicks.
um, sure. Like they have the best chances, but even I think that they kind of don't have a chance. Personally, I think the only teams that have a chance: OKC, San Antonio, Boston. That's it.
Nuggets.
Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, the Nuggets can belong there. I think. Yeah, I think Nuggets. Yeah, no, you're right. I'll put the Nuggets as a fourth team.
See,
Uh,
one thing is sure for me. I want to see Joker go hot,
Stop
man. If
with
Joker go
Staffy
hot,
Buds.
I want to see that.
hey, I get the feeling you will. That's a rival to Dre. Anybody that's a rival to Draymond is a friend to me. I hear that, man. I definitely hear that. If Dylan Brooks goes for 50 today, and the next Draymond Green podcast is going to be great.
Yo, I was about to say that
No, not
if
50.
Draymond
It's if
can
he
lock
goes
up
against 35,
Kawhi,
I will say 35. Not 50,
Facts,
35. I will say 35.
facts. Any
I was
number
like,
that's serious.
yeah, if Draymond can lock up Kawhi Leonard, but can't lock up Dylan Brooks, the
That's
memes are gonna
nasty.
go crazy.
That's really nasty.
We're about to have Dylan Brooks over Kawhi Leonard convos if this happens.
The dynasty begins after you, bro. This was one of the greatest quotes ever. Wait, what the fuck? Why is it no? Okay, news makes sense. The dynasty starts after you, not with you. That's cold, fucking cold, dog. He cooked him.
You can say that quote to Dallas Maverick fans.
You could definitely say this quote, in my opinion. Oh, true. Echo. I forgot to ask, bro. What happened? What happened to your Uber Eats order?
Oh my god, this team's so bad. Yeah, what happened with your Uber Eats order?
Also, yo, I had Afghani food last week, man. I love Afghani food. Fuck, I feel for you, bro. That shit is so good.
And I haven't had Afghani food in a while.
Yeah, man. We can't ever go too long without having your favorite foods, man. They sent
See,
me the wrong order, so I asked for a refund and sent out the same order again. Oh, okay. So hold on. They didn't give you any trouble, right? Because I once had some trouble over something like this, and it was so annoying. But as long as they gave you the thing, then at least like you pay for your time. It's wasted, but you got some free food for tomorrow as compensation. Booker drives, gets the layup, 27-15 with the and one.
Oh, you're kind of way behind for me. That happened like a minute ago.
Jeez, I guess my stream is lagging. Throwback to some
Let's
of the
see. The Warriors just missed a 3 for me. Tell me when that happens.
Okay. Is the clock running?
Yes.
Where is it at?
106.
Oh yeah, it's running for me and it's at 137. So I'm literally like 30 like 32 33 seconds.
This team is. I need Curry to lead this team.
Hey, he only has 1 year left on his deal.
Well, either leave or retire. Oh
Done.
my god! We're at 9 already?
Dog, this fucking sucks. Damn. Royce
Oh
O'Neal
my.
out here hitting daggers.
Oh my god, this team.
Bro, Echo, I wanted nothing more than that either. And these motherfuckers said no good basketball for you today. You're gonna watch shit basketball. You're gonna spend most of the day watching 15-point games. Kristaps Porzingis for 3. Misses. No, please don't shoot it again. Okay, at least he passed it.
But guess it's gonna make that side miss.
Come to Besiktas. Yo, I love this meme. This is such a funny meme. Yo, King, I bet you don't know what this meme is.
I don't. I
Okay.
don't.
Besiktas is a Turkish soccer team, and they're known for their fans being like crazy online. So like whenever they want a player, they'll flood that player's Instagram comments with like "come to Besiktas," just come to be like literally, but like not just a few people, like 1,000 people will go comment on somebody's post, "come to Besiktas," come to like just over and over and over again. It's crazy, bro. They're like a fucking mob. But yeah, so it's a thing. Um, Steph Curry on Besiktas would be crazy. I wouldn't call it yet. I thought Warriors were going to lose last game and they won. I agree. I mean, I'm not definitely not calling it. It's just
But I'm not gonna call it, but it's like
Shooting is bad though. Shooting
I,
is bad.
I'm dreading the
yeah,
possibility of
I've
watching
seen
some blow-ups.
being I just saw B pots make like 8 shots. What's the shooting percentage?
Let's check it out. Box
See,
statistics.
Warriors are 10, one shot for 10, 3 points.
30% from the
30
field.
from the field?
Yes. Suns are 40 from 3, 52 from the field.
Suns made 6 threes, right?
Suns, yeah, 6 for 15. Warriors 1 for 9
Yeah.
is what I see.
1 for 10. 1 for 10, I think.
Oh, I mean, yeah, SofaScore may have got it wrong.
Because I'm seeing here 1 for 10.
Ah, okay. Yo, Steph Curry has 2 points. That's crazy.
Yeah, he got like a layup and an and one and he got
Okay,
a layup and get fouled.
guys,
Yeah,
guys, imagine this. I watch a blowout in Orlando. I watch a blowout in Phoenix. And then I get up tomorrow and I'm like, well, there's always another day. Can you imagine Raptors Cavs that watch a third straight blowout? Do you know how shit that would be? It'd
the
be like
three
I
straight
hope that
yo, the three
doesn't happen.
gut
By the way. I
punches
hope
in a
that
row.
that'll be a hat trick of dog shit, and the last one will be the worst one because it's my team. But at least after that, I have Nuggets Timberwolves. There's no way that's gonna be a blowout, right?
If it's a
I won't be
blowout, it's
blowout.
gonna be on the Wolves, and at that point, it's just gonna be depressing
Right. I
for
mean,
the fans at least. I'll be happy because we blew up the Wolves, but like, imagine trying to watch good basketball and get 4 straight blowouts.
so yeah, I mean, like I will be doing the same thing tomorrow, like back-to-back streams, right? So it's like I'm going to spend a good chunk of the time because let's say this game ends at 12:30, then the Raptors game's at 1, so there's 12 and a half hours between the end of this game and beginning of Raptors Cavs. Out of the 12 and a half hours, I'm sleeping at least 8. So it's like, yo, I might have like low key, that's 10 hours of live streaming with just like a little chill break of like 4 hours of living in between. I better see some good basketball in the middle of all of that.
Alan, the crazy thing was your game is at for us at night 10:30.
Yo, see, that's a proper timing. 10:30 in the evening, bro. It's a proper
No, no.
timing.
This game is at 7:40. This game morning 7:40.
No, no, yeah.
Magic versus Hornets at morning 5:10.
Oh no, no, that part I knew. I'm just saying, like, for you're talking Raptors Cavaliers is 10:30 at night, right?
Yes.
See, that's a proper time, bro.
Nuggets versus T-Wolves, I think it's 1 o'clock for us.
Yeah.
So it's the second quarter, and I swear there's like 20 turnovers.
Let me get the actual
See,
number.
this Warriors started this like same against Clippers.
8 turnovers. Yeah, they were down to start. That's what Gio was saying.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna call it over yet, but like, this team needs Curry badly.
They need Curry to go for 35, man. That's their
And
recipe.
he missed the layup.
Oh, that's not a good start. Hmm. But yeah, definitely gonna be here Monday again. Back to back games, Raptors and Nuggets, and then I think the last day of back to back games is Game 3, which is the night of the draft, and then they split up. So then the Nuggets and Raptors games are gonna be on different days. That'll be better, but definitely gonna thug it out for for Game 1 and Game 2 doing back to back games.
Come on, Curry. Curry, no.
So I just saw the Pods layup, and I see SofaScore said there's going to be a basket, and you're complaining about a Curry mistake. So there's fucking lot going on right now.
He missed the three, but Payne got the putback lay.
Ah, okay, that's what happened. Dylan Brooks sidestep three, dog. He's out here shooting like he has Anthony Edwards' green light. You know what it is though? Dylan Brooks has always had an insane green light. Like even on Memphis, he used to shoot like every shot that he liked. It's crazy. Dylan Brooks goes right. Spins. Bro, Dylan Brooks is doing some nasty ISO ball right now.
Exactly.
This is the
He's trying
chance
to get the Warriors
Warriors
back
has to
in the
come
game.
back.
He's
Yes,
trying to get the
Warriors.
Warriors
Yes.
back in the game.
Yes.
Timeout Phoenix. Okay, so it's timeout Phoenix. I'm gonna quickly run upstairs and get some water, and then on the other side, NFL Perry time. All right, let's do it.
Yep.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go second.
Any number
Wait,
is fine for me. King, you'll go second? King. Yeah, okay, fires.
What did I miss? I didn't miss shit. Oh damn, King dropped out.
Nothing.
Damn.
Yeah.
I just switched I just switched where I was doing my stuff from.
Hold on, Echo. When they sent the wrong order, what did they give you? Did they at least give you some good shit? Okay.
Yeah.
Sai. Magic point guard.
Oh, great.
Give me hard way.
You know what?
It's J to Oladipo, but I'm gonna go with
You know what?
Oladipo.
Damn.
Yeah.
I could have gone double J Rich. Fuck.
Wait, you playing or King?
Oh wait, Arlen is playing. I'm tripping. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Oh damn. Sai.
This is his shit, by the way.
Oh, I picked it by accident.
No, fair. Move on. Shooting, give me small forward. Uh, give me Grand Hill.
Good choice.
Dylan is trying to make the Warriors come back.
I do see it's a 12-point game.
Can
Does
you
it get
scroll
smaller?
down? Give me Harrington.
28.
Give me Bam, Mr. 83. Oh, Shaq 36. Oh, I thought it would be less.
He was still pretty good in Miami, but obviously not like 40s like Orlando and LA.
Yo, you're right. Dylan Brooks
How
is
much?
just
How much I
chucking
need?
up shots.
40 46.
46. I don't think there is a 46 in this Houston Rockets.
There isn't?
I think 44 is the last.
But if you got a proper Charlotte Hornet, you would have won.
Give me Hakeem.
You ended up losing by 3.2. Most
Yeah.
Hornets you would have picked would have got you the 3.2.
Yeah.
So you're good, bro. Don't worry. King, go ahead.
Who's it for?
Oh, Warriors point guards.
So you know what I'm gonna do? Yes.
Sai, go ahead.
It's you, no?
No, it's okay, bro. With the Hornets, you would have won. Go ahead.
Oh, fair. It's okay. Give me Gilbert Arenas. Ah, 30.
I was like, this ain't Sixers arena.
Yeah, the tough thing is he was really good in Golden State, but he was a bench player.
Yeah.
Can you scroll down? Yes.
Hey,
Go up.
JJ is
Maybe
right
stats.
there.
No, I don't. I know JJ is shit. Give me Ray Allen.
Um,
You can
I'm
take
not
JJ.
picking Dylan. Yeah, Dylan Selling. Okay, whatever.
No, he shoots everything, bro. It's like they tell him he can. They tell him he can shoot like he's Kobe, and that's the problem.
That
Who?
man is not Kobe,
Dylan
but
Brooks.
He thinks he's Jordan, not Kobe. He thinks he's Jordan.
See, that's the point. Yeah.
okay. Look, I just got okay elite block, but one question:
Yeah.
is this Monte before or after the Warriors?
He got traded from the Warriors to the Bucks for Andrew Bogut.
I'm picking Michael Red.
Oddly enough, I think they're both very similar. So you were gonna get what you were gonna get. Nick, small forward. Okay, it's an 8-point game, by the way. Warriors are definitely back. This game is actually a
Hey,
game for now.
hey, 3 to the dome. That's what I'm picking.
Sai, keep
Well,
Nick's small forward.
that became a 10-point lead.
Give me King. Bernard King.
Dang, I didn't know he knew about that.
Damn.
Give
No.
me Carmelo.
Um,
Yo.
sorry, I'm just watching the game. My bad.
No, me too. Me too. I just realized this will probably be the last one we do non-commercial because the game's actually decent now.
Do you want me to tell you what happened? This game is at a 11-point lead.
Whoa. Okay. Oh, then Dylan Brooks chucked the 3. No.
It wasn't Brooks, but it was P. Potts is a terrorist.
Damn, bro. Jalen Green is
Green.
having his
Green is.
moment.
Yes. Yeah, Green is on. Green is on.
And 13. Warriors took a timeout. I'm taking Aaron Gordon, by the way.
Jalen Green, 11 points, leading the game in scoring. You said you pick Aaron Gordon?
Yes. And whatever.
Centers, these are your 5 options.
I hate that AD and Boogie on centers. That's so stupid.
Boogie is literally only a center. I literally don't know what they're doing.
Yes, I don't get it.
Yo, it's back up to 13 and 1. I think that's Ryan Dunn with the putback.
Yeah.
Yes. Good win. I think it's
No,
good.
good one. You're right. It's good one.
Valanciunas.
31. Sai?
Julius Randle.
Oh, it's basically the same. Okay, going into the last player, Sai is up by 4.2.
Kawhi.
Okay, you need 43 from this Clipper. From the
Which
goddamn
is
flipper.
basically wait. There might be one. No, he's a king.
Oh fuck!
My
I
mind,
missed it.
my mind,
I
my
messed
mind was
up.
to Chris Webber. I was thinking, oh, Webber is absolutely great. No, he's not.
I think I messed up. If he picks it correct, I think I messed up.
We'll see. What are you thinking, King?
It's either Harden or Chris Paul. But I think the problem is Harden was too old. I'm picking Chris Paul.
I win.
I don't think there's anybody that much higher than Kawhi, though. To be
I
honest,
thought
Yeah.
Blake Griffin is 41.
no, but
No,
that
he's
wouldn't even been enough. He needed 43.
Face.
All right, Utah Jazz point guards.
but there's only one option. Yes.
Sai.
Give me Mike Conley.
Damn.
Fuck.
Oh, this fucking godforsaken shit ass category.
Well, that
James
is
Harden,
not
man.
fair. Yeah.
No, it's just that the problem is nobody's good, bro. James Harden isn't even 25.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then J Dub is like 31.
26. Oh, fuck. Kyle should have taken it.
Oh my god.
Ha, 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 ha.
It's done for me, man. It's done.
Hey, I'm not gonna
Hey.
lie. Side to take control alt delete.
No, this game has like twists and turns though. Like there's bigger swings possible in this game.
Give me Chris Mills.
Chris Mills. I don't even know who that is. Okay, 23. Never mind.
Charles.
Charles Barkley. Okay, for me, the Suns power forward. I pick.
Boris Dia.
Sean Marion. Matrix 35. Jeez.
I don't know. He got that much, man.
I mean, I knew he was good somewhere. I just didn't know where it is. I guess now we know it's Phoenix.
I thought it's below 30 or 31.
Moses Malone.
Give me Dwight Howard.
All right, going into the last player, it's a 38-point game.
I was like,
NJ.
this is like Dwight.
Yo, he's playing like the Green Lantern, man. Like when he has this kind of green light, oh man. With that being said, Jalen Green having a probably like one of the better games I've seen him play. Like with
You missed that out?
because I haven't really watched all that much Jalen Green.
MJ.
You're taking Jordan naturally. To win, I need how many points?
Allen is a terrorist.
Let's see Charles Oakley, 31. All right. Back to this game. 14-point game, just under 5 minutes to go on.
You're gonna see what this man Dylan Brooks just did.
Oh, he's gonna do some terrorism.
Just watch the pass he tries to do.
This guy thinks he's a LeBron or a MJ, man. Come on. This simple pass. Why are you shooting like that rocket?
I love when people make mistakes like that and then they turn to the bench and they're like, my fault. It's like, no, brother, we know it's your fault. Like,
you do not have to tell us.
Yo, I didn't think it was
good. 4K, it's on you.
I didn't think it was Goodwin's fault, man.
Come on. E-book?
Oh, man.
Suns ball.
Don't speak. Oh, he actually made a soft. Fine. I won't hate.
You're gonna pause the hating
no,
machine?
it looks like Dylan Brooks might do something stupid that he gets this ball.
Yeah.
All right, he didn't get it. Good.
Booker smokes the layup. There was some contact to the body. Pods from 3, knocks it down. Deficit back to 11.
Alam, today Warriors have 6 players. Do you know that?
6 players?
Yes.
What?
The 6th player is Dylan Brooks.
Oh, true, true, true. Okay, I thought you meant in the rotation. Well, holy shit. No, hey, you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. So their bench players they're playing with today: Al Horford, Gary Payton, D'Anthony Melton. Shit. Okay, 8-man rotation for them. For the Suns, their
Yes.
bench is Royce O'Neal, Colin Gillespie, Haywood Highsmith. Wait, no, these guys all. I didn't see Kamal Malawach play a 10-man rotation in an elimination game is a choice, but it's working. They're up 11.
Wait, did he miss the free throw? I didn't was paying attention.
It
Oh,
looks
he
like
missed that one.
Pods makes the first free throw.
See, Warriors has to stay in the game. That's it. If final quarter goes to it is 6 points or
No,
7 points
do
game.
not give him the ball.
I mean, yeah. The thing about a 10-point game is that 10-point runs happen within 2 minutes. Like it happens
Yes.
if you watch basketball on any night, you're going to see a 10-point run happen in 2 minutes. So that's how I think about basketball. When I see it's a 10-point game, I think about it like it's a 2-minute game, right?
This
See, it can
nigga
go. It
Dylan
can look like
Brooks,
a 15 to 6
bro.
run or 15 to 5 run. Easy.
Yeah, it's a 2-minute game with 24 minutes left. The gap is
It's
within 10.
simply you have to get it on. You simply have to get it down to two position game. That's it.
Yeah. Offensive foul by Dylan Brooks. Curry can close that gap. Absolutely, bro. He gets on a heater, and again, it's a 10-point gap with what shooting disparity? 39 to oh wait, what the fuck? They're shooting pretty decently even now. Though, look at what Dylan Brooks did to the Suns' shooting percentage.
That's why I said they got 6 players. Warriors got 6 players.
Yo, I have to report a
This man
crime.
Dylan Brooks already has 3 personal fouls.
Cause bro, it was what? Was it around 60 at some point in this game?
It was about it was like 60 from
55,
the
56.
field,
Yeah,
yeah.
60. Yes, yes.
Nasty. Truly nasty stuff. Anyways, back to NBA Perry. It's me against King.
Yep. LeBron James.
LeBron James. I'll take Kyrie. I'll take Kobe.
But that was I guess that was fair. No, it's not because my second offense way worse.
Yo, actually, this is dark. I've never seen Lakers 2 guard come up in this new format that we run. These
Bro, I'm
Lakers,
in shambles right now.
oh man, like, damn. Who the fuck is
You can
Anthony
take one
Davis?
name there. I think it's
Yeah,
about
who
25.
is he? Bro, I'm cooked. Get some.
You can take
I would
Malik
have to
Monk.
take an old head that I don't know for sure what the numbers are, just hoping that the name matches up. Yo,
Yeah,
I will take Malik Monk.
that kind of was a flop by Gui Santos. Oh no, wow, he got hit in the face, I guess.
Okay, let me check.
No, he hit him. The one angle made it look like he flopped, but he hit him.
I was like, no, he did that for him.
Just Dylan Brooks
I'm
doing
taking.
Dylan Brooks shit.
Yeah, I'm taking Malik Monk. Please. I need some. Yep, and I'm cool.
Sorry, King.
Okay, I was thinking to go
Wait,
with Byron, whatever the old head was, just
I
hoping.
was gonna pick Raymond Sessions to be like whatever, but I'm taking Bi.
I'm gonna take Bi. I'm gonna take David West.
Is he better? Okay, it was close.
Holy,
Oh my god!
holy.
It's
Well,
the
Hey,
the 2 times you go first, I get left with shambles. Look at this.
yo, to think you could have picked Kuzma and Nick Young in response to Kobe and Giannis.
King, you don't know this,
Ew.
right? No, you don't know this. Alam got this insane luck in this game, by the way. I am the victim of this. I hit by Kobe, Westbrook, Joker, Giannis, Westbrook. Every fucking time. I'm the victim here.
Oh yeah, I'll be
He
honest,
got
man.
insane luck.
This game is a great time.
Um, Oh my God, Phoenix. Whatever. I'm cooked. I'll pick Bobby Portis for Zives.
Yo, hold, what the fuck?
What?
What am I
What?
about to see? What am I about to see? Curry pulling up for 3 in transition. Holy shit.
Yeah, the
7
Suns are
seconds.
selling.
Nah, when he starts shooting shit like that and he's feeling it can get scary. Curry passing it to Santos. Santos contact. Ooh, no and one, but they give him the bucket. 5-point game. A 9-0 run in a minute 30 seconds. Remember what we were talking about, guys? 10-0 runs happen quickly. So 10-point games are not that serious. Free throws for one of the Suns' bigs. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna troll a little bit. Give me Bobby Portis.
Damn.
Because like I wasn't gonna get anything. Ew.
Yo, 4 options is crazy. Especially when one of them
King,
is...
I think you're down, right? I will help you. You can pick a Jefferson.
I'm gonna still try. Give me Rudy Gobert.
Yeah. 30. Alam, pick Jefferson.
I mean, yeah, I think is it the exact same? Oh, Rudy Gobert is a little more. Hold on. I think it was KG that and Kevin Love were the best, but
Yeah, so
is
how
this what you
down am
ordered,
I?
or is this the wrong order? And if this wasn't the wrong order, what did they end up giving you as the wrong order? Okay, where are you going?
Okay, how much do I need to win even though I'm not winning?
Oh my goodness, what the fuck? What is this? Is 33? You need 6.
Yeah.
You need 6-7.
Well, I'll try Ant just to see how much he has.
36 or yeah.
37. Shit. Okay.
Oh,
First of all,
because you had Kobe and Giannis, but I had nothing.
you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. That luck was
You at
insane.
least had answers for LeBron.
Also, Echo, by any chance, did you get your food from Watan Kebab? By any chance? Because I had lamb shank from Watan Kebab last week. So, you're jogging my memory. Respect. Oh, okay, but yeah, Waterloo definitely there's enough GTA people to where like the food scene there, I'm pretty sure is pretty good.
Oh God, it's looking bad.
7-point game. Oh, he missed. Oh, but there's a putback. 5-point game.
I can't believe I have to give B Pots a bit of respect. Ew. Don't worry,
Yes.
I hate saying this, but at least OKC will fix that if they do win.
Yeah, OKC will win anybody. Come on. It's OKC.
Echo, I've only tried 2, so I'm not familiar enough. I've tried 2 in Mississauga as well, so I don't think I know. 109 left in the second. Okay, at least the Warriors made it a game. At least it looks like we're gonna watch competitive basketball. I'm a little bit less depressed. Is Porzingis playing? He is. He is playing. Let's look at the scores. He's actually their third leading scorer with 5 points, and I think that's a part of the problem. Pods has 12 points, over double
Yes.
the amount of points anyone else has. This is actually the Pods against Dylan Brooks game. Actually, I lied. It's the Pods against Jalen Green game. What the fuck, dude? What a weird matchup. Anyways, Warriors made it a game. Shout out to Jez, our Thunder fan correspondent, who was talking about how even though the Warriors would be food for the Thunder, he would still be scared of number 30. And I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, that's crazy PTSD.
PTSD.
That's
PTSD.
crazy PTSD because, bro, the Thunder are so much better than the Warriors. Like, it's actually
Yes.
not going to be a series. But, by the way, the echo is
Yo,
very high. But, like, bro, Steph did so much damage to OKC in his prime that Thunder fans are still a little bit shook.
that's gotta be generational PTSD is crazy. 4 for 19?
Who's 4 for 19?
The Suns.
From 3? Yeah, bro.
No, this quarter.
Oh my goodness, bro! I wonder how many of those misses are Dylan Brooks.
Oh,
I think Dylan Brooks didn't play
Steph
in the
limping?
second half. No, he didn't play in the last 6 minutes.
But I'm saying in the first 6 minutes, bro, he was missing, like healthily. What are the stakes for this game? Let me know exactly what you're referring to. Curry,
Loser
foul.
goes home. Loser
Yeah.
goes home. Winner goes to playoffs.
Yeah, winner is the 8th seed that plays OKC. Loser, it goes to Cancun.
Basically, they both go to Cancun. It's just the winner gets to have the humiliation of being on national TV.
Phoenix to Cancun flight time. Oh, Phoenix to Cancun, 4 hours, 0 minutes. Clean flight. Hold on. San Francisco to Cancun. Yeah, see, so the flight from San Fran to Cancun is longer, so it makes no sense for the Warriors to go back to home and then to Cancun. So they get clapped right here, they go right to Cancun. Okay, Steve. I can.
Oh my God, this is the B-Pods versus Green match.
It really is. So I can break the format down. I'm going to try to see if I can find a visual aid that will help. But basically, let me just pull up the NBA standings. The way they do it is the play-in tournament is competed between the 7 seed, the 8 seed, the 9 seed, and the 10 seed. The way they do it is they have the 7 seed play the 8 seed in the first game, you can say, right? And the 7 and the 8 seed, they play for the 7 spot in the playoffs, right? So the winner of Orlando against Philadelphia that happened earlier this week, they were playing for the 7 seed. The loser of this matchup gets a crack at the 8 seed, right? And the opponent that they play for the 8 seed is decided by a game between the 9 and the 10. So Hornets in Miami, they played earlier this week to decide who got a crack at the 8 seed. It was Orlando that lost against Philly for in the 7 seed matchup. So they played again tonight. They played against Charlotte, who beat Miami to earn the right to play for the 8 seed. And the Magic handled the Hornets. If you look at the West, what happened is that the Blazers beat the Suns. I mean, they're showing you the Blazers at 7 right now, but the Blazers who initially were the 8 seed, they beat the Suns, so they took the 7 seed by beating the Suns. Now the Suns got their crack at playing for the 8 seed in this matchup against the Warriors, who beat the Clippers in that 9-10 matchup. So that's how the play-in tournament works. Hopefully that helped. What if you're the teammate that says, hold on. What if you're the teammate that says, nah, I'm good, I'm not going to Cancun? I mean, I feel like that's betraying the brotherhood, you know, like I feel like that you could never look that person in the eyes and trust them ever again. You know, if somebody said, you know, I'm not interested in Cancun.
I mean, after going there for like a bunch of years, I'd probably get bored of Cancun too.
Hey, you know, if you get bored of Cancun, you know what you should start doing? Winning in the playoffs.
But what if you all tried, but the team just sells?
Then you can deal with your
I'm,
sorrows in Cancun. No,
I
I'm
was
kidding.
thinking, yeah, what if you're dealing with like a 2018 bronze situation?
Yo, you know what's funny? So somebody asked, I forget who it was. It was an old basketball player, and they asked them like, why do people say Cancun? Like, what is it about Cancun that made it popular? Do NBA players love it? And I think it was kind of a joke as a question, and he actually tried to ask it serious, like, sorry, answer it seriously. But that's the thing. Like, the whole Cancun thing is definitely like an NBA social media fan
Yeah, it's just
joke.
a sports media joke.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
people who maybe don't understand the reference, these motherfuckers are not going to Cancun. They are going to like way better places than Cancun. Uh no worries, Steve. Is King a Lakers fan? He is a Nuggets fan. He's from Pittsburgh where they don't have an NBA team, which kind of sucks. Um but
even
yeah,
with expansion, we're not getting an NBA team.
yeah. Because I don't know if they're going to expand beyond 32. I think 32 is a very good number. I think anything beyond 32, you're getting into some weird situations. That being said, if they
Aren't they?
That
But
is good
isn't it
number.
not
Remove
confirmed that
two,
they're getting
remove two.
expanded?
There are two unserious organizations are there.
okay, hold on. If you had to take out two teams from the NBA, who would it be?
Utah Jazz and New Orleans.
The Jazz and the Pelicans. You know what though? Okay, I would get rid of the. I could see getting rid of the Pelicans. I agree with what Peter said yesterday. It doesn't seem like that community has an appetite for basketball. That part I can definitely get behind. Utah, the problem is that like they're a shit show of an organization as of late, but like they they support their team. Like their team is well supported. So I don't know if I would take away Utah. I would take away New Orleans. If I had to take away another team, honestly,
Okay, if you
Sacramento.
give me opportunity, I will take up Clippers. By the way, sorry, I will
Oh,
take up
true, true, true.
Clippers.
Okay, okay, no, that makes sense. I think it might be Sacramento, bro. Like, who the fuck needs?
Alam, you have to see. You can't do this for Sheik, man. Come on, he needs his team.
But bro, think about it, bro. Sacramento doesn't have any other teams. They don't have a football
Yes,
team, a baseball team,
yeah.
a hockey team. I don't even
No, no,
know if
only NBA.
no, no. Watch this, guys. Fucking watch this. Does well, does Sacramento have an MLS team?
Hell no.
No.
They don't. I know they don't.
Does Sacramento have a WNBA team?
No.
List the professional sports teams in Sacramento.
They don't even have a college sports team.
Yo, they got the Kings, they got the Athletics for 3 years before the Vegas Stadium is built. They have
Triple A baseball.
the Sacramento River Cats and a USL team, bro. Sacramento
See,
Hey,
USL means that is
Warriors run Northern
fo-
California.
Hey,
that is college football.
LeBron, we're good off of you. We got Pittsburgh now.
He says Sacramento has a good fan base. Okay, here's the thing. How much of what you're saying is based on the way they supported the Chris Webber era of the Kings? I just wonder if the community still has the same attachment because they've really been through the gutter. They've really been through the gutter with this team, man.
See, you have to understand when the stadium tickets, see, when the tickets are sold in Walmart, you have to understand that is a very, very bad situation.
Wait, who does that? Who sells tickets in Walmart?
Yeah, I have seen that. Yes, I seen Sacramento tickets in Walmart.
That's crazy. So you know what's funny? So so this is the thing. To Sarcasm City, I know a couple people out there, right? One, we know a guy named Sheik. He's from Sacramento and is a Kings fan, right? He takes a lot of slander. It is what it is. Second guy I know, his name is Eddie. He's from like Bay Area-ish. Not from Bay Area, but he spent a decent amount of time in the Bay Area. He's a Lakers fan from California. What he told me is that basically the Kings used to let their fans bring cowbells into the stadium to make noise. Like this is what he's saying. He's like, bro, if you go to Sacramento, there's fucking nothing there but
They
farmland.
think they're Mississippi State. Come on, guys.
There's nothing there but farmland apparently, but it's like it works because they let the fans bring in just cowbells and shit, and they do let that place get really, really loud. So, I mean, I get it. Like, it's not like a. Actually, hold on. What does light the beam mean for the Kings? I don't get that slogan. I don't get it either. And actually, hold on. What does?
Remember the one year they were really good but lost to the Warriors?
Yeah, Steph went for 50.
The whole thing was light the beam.
Where
They only had a
did
button and it would light a beam.
light the beam come from for the Sacramento Kings? It was conceived by John Reinhardt, who was inspired by the Los Angeles Angels' big A sign that lights up after home wins.
Yeah. Every time they would win a home game, they just press the button and a beam would light up.
Look how fucking unserious this team is, bro. They said, you know who we're going to follow the footsteps of? The Los Angeles Angels.
They are Lakers riders.
Oh, the Angels, bro. It's even worse. They said we're going to follow the Los
Angels. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Alam, they're moving like a Batman. See, it's like Batman signal. They're giving like Batman signal.
Sai, I need you to understand this, right? Because you don't follow MLB. The Los Angeles Angels had the two best players in baseball and
did absolutely nothing.
Yes, they had by far the two best players and couldn't make the playoffs for like 5 years.
As soon as Ohtani left, he won 3 World Series.
Yeah.
See, you telling me that they got Shohei Ohtani and another player type like player
and Mike Trout. Yeah, they had two of the best players in the sport and couldn't make the playoffs.
How did it is possible?
Baseball, bro.
The Angels.
Hold on. How long did the Angels have?
Okay, they are Spurs of MLB. That means they're Spurs of MLB.
Yes, they had Ohtani and Trout for 6 seasons.
6 years.
They never achieved a winning record and failed to make the postseason.
The playoffs.
What the fuck is this team? They're not even Spurs, bro. They're like the worst. They're like the Clippers, but worse. Like, because the Clippers at least make the playoffs, but you know they're gonna fuck. Their team is just gonna underperform for the talent, bro. The Angels are different, but this is what I'm saying. Sacramento said we're gonna be like the Angels. That's so nasty. A lot of Bay Area folk moving there because it's cheaper. That makes sense. Also, there's a lot of Punjabi people in Sacramento. Fun random fact for anybody here that cares about Punjabi fun facts, but
I think it's less tax area, right?
I don't know, maybe, but I'm not sure. I just know that like the Punjabi community has been in Sacramento literally since like the mid 1900s or even earlier. Like the first.
See, some of my friends and my family lives in Washington and New York and Texas. The taxes are high there.
Taxes, hold on. Taxes are super low in Texas.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
New York is high.
Yeah,
Washington is high.
New York is really high. Angels still get good crowds though. That's why LA is a massive sprawl. So because also don't they play out of Anaheim? And like Anaheim, it's
like the Ducks.
Yeah, so it's like they're like they are LA, but there's like a whole separate like populate. Like LA just has so many people. California, like as a whole, has so many people. Okay, I want to make the case against Sacramento. Number one, the Sacramento Kings wanted to be like the Los Angeles Angels. Case number 2. Hold on. Where is it? What the fuck is the guy? Okay. Nick Stauskas, Steph Clay.
Is it the suit like Cody, but he's big as Clay? You just passed it, yeah.
Yes. So this is Vivek, the Kings owner. Quote on Nick Stauskas, he shoots like Steph and he's big like Clay. And I know Sai is going to say pause.
I'm about to say that.
Well, the Kings only exist to Right, all the other California
Okay,
teams.
so no, this definitely makes sense, right? Because obviously money has to come from somewhere. Generally, different states have different philosophies on how much money, like how much funding they want to take from their populations versus the services that they want to provide. But what I will say though is that like there's some very interesting dynamics based on where you live. For example, that's crazy. For example, I have family. See, I mixed example and family together. That's how you know it's the end of the week and I'm tired. For example, I have family in Portland, and if you live in Portland, you pay um you pay what's it called? There's a different okay, you don't pay income tax no, sorry, you pay income tax, but you don't pay sales tax. So nothing in Portland has taxes at the price at the point of purchase. When you go to a store in Portland, there's no tax, right? But there is in Washington, the state of Washington. But in the state of Washington, they tax salaries really low and they have sales tax. So there's some people, and obviously it would require a lot of driving and planning. You could live in Washington, pay significantly less taxes on your salary, and then do the bulk of your big shopping in Oregon, crossing state lines. So like there's weird ways you can play the game, but it's tough.
Alam, you see, where it is the place of last Super Bowl,
No, this is the
where
one. Hold on.
Seahawks won.
Oh, you're talking about this. Vivek's such a clown, man. He literally wanted to enter his face. You want to vote for him for president. And basically, oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, yeah, no. Ramaswamy and Ranadive are different people. This guy he's just harmless. Okay. But here's the other thing. I want to keep building the case against the Kings. Vivek, Ranadive, Jeremy Lamb.
Oh God, what do you say
Jeremy
about
Lamb
him?
is in a relationship with Anjali Ranadive, the daughter of King's owner Ranadive. Now, this is where my point here is the fact that the whole family has bad ball knowledge, right? Not only does Vivek not know how to spot a baller, neither does Anjali. And this is where I'm talking like the problem is very, very deep rooted. It's not just at the surface.
Alam is telling it's a family rooted issue.
Bro, I'm saying, bro, it's a family rooted issue, bro. Nobody can spot a baller in the whole family. And this is the problem. Okay, so we have three cases. We have
In
the Los Angeles Angels, we have shoots like Steph, but he's big like Clay, and now we have Jeremy Lamb, right? Okay, we're gonna keep building the case because there are other things.
Okay, number three. No, number three for the same and above kind of aesthetically. They are the worst team to have the color purple and ruin a bad logo.
Hold on, they're the worst team in the color purple?
Like, just look at all the other teams that have purple. The
Yeah,
Suns, they've been to the finals multiple times.
every
The
purple.
Lakers, they are one of the best teams in history. The Raptors have a finals. What have the Kings done by wearing the color purple?
no, Raptors have a NBA chip.
Yeah, he's a weird
Exactly.
one.
Yeah. See, and
But
one more
look at the
thing was,
Kings. What
I
have they
don't like the
done?
name, by the way. I don't like the name. Who are the Kings for? You are not Kings there. I think you have to name Sacramento Queens.
They could be the Sacramento Knights or like the Sacramento like Sires or something lower on the power.
I say Queens. No. I say Queens.
Yo, Queens or that Queen is still way too powerful.
Wait, you telling is okay. Wait. Queen is too powerful.
Queen, like you're saying Queens, right?
Yeah. Queens, yes.
Yeah, but the Queen is still royalty, and she
Okay,
has a
Joker.
lot
Then
of
Jokers.
yo
Jokers.
Sacramento Surfs, brother. Perfect, brother. This is what the fuck they are, man. Okay, you're talking about purple, bro. I'll be honest. The Minnesota Vikings are the biggest criticism.
But at least they won a championship.
No, they haven't, bro. They're 0-4. They're the most losingest team in Super Bowl history. No team has
But
been.
at least they made one.
No. They
Half the
got a
Kings
Bulls,
made
by
a
the way. No.
finals.
See, they got a Bulls, by the way.
Sacramento farmers. Yo, Sacramento peasants, maybe.
The Jesters.
Okay, there's more shit though. I'm letting them off the hook. There's way more shit. Hold on.
Before you go sidetrack, this Did Bulls lose 4 championship games, right?
One NBA Finals record history by team. I think they'll have the records because I know for the NFL. Here it is. Okay, so we're gonna order this by losses. The team with the most losses in finals history are the Lakers with
Yes,
15
15.
losses. Then the Sixers with 3. But the tricky thing with the Lakers is they've won 17, so they still have a winning record. The Sixers are 3-6. That's kind of ass. The New York Knicks are 2-6. The Celtics are 18-5. Holy shit.
Fuck them.
It's them.
No, we don't
It's
need
them
that. No,
Bill
scroll. We don't
Russell
need that. We
years.
don't need
Okay, Warriors are 7-5. Detroit 3-4. Miami 3-4. Cleveland 1-4. Bro, if they didn't make that comeback, they would be 0-5. They would be the Vikings or the
that.
Bills.
3-1. 2016.
Yes, if it wasn't for 3-1, they would be 0-5, bro.
I will say that
Thunder,
Warriors have blood in hands, man. Warriors have their blood on hands. They
uh,
shouldn't have been that.
Thunder 2-3, Hawks 1-3, Wizards 1-3, Phoenix 0-3. Okay, so Phoenix is the team with the most losses and no wins. So Phoenix is the team that's been there the most without winning. Rockets 2-2, Blazers 1-2, Mavericks 1-2, Jazz 0-2, the Nets franchise 0-2, Orlando, Pacers. Oh, look at Spurs 5-1. Yo, this is another
Yeah.
one where the loss
they-
was crazy. The loss was like Ray Allen pulling out some theatrics.
Yeah, if Greg wasn't completely brain dead and kept him ducking, he would have been 6-0 like Jordan.
And the
Can you
Spurs
check
as an organization would be 6-0.
NFL?
Bucks 2-1. I'm just gonna finish this. Chicago Stags that folded in 1950, 0-1. Washington Capitals, damn, before the hockey team, folded in 51, 0-1. But yeah, Bulls 6-0. Baltimore Bullets 1-0. Sacramento Kings, what? They won a championship in 51. No, this is pre-NBA. Oh wait, what? Bro, the Kings are 1-0 in the finals. Damn.
Bro,
Damn.
who
Raptors
cares
1-0.
about 1951?
Raptors and Nuggets 1-0. Real ones.
Yeah.
Did you say NFL?
We could have been
Yes,
2-0,
NFL.
but Kobe Bryant happened. Ow.
These include cities before their relocation. Yep. I think the Raptors taking
Alam, just for
the right move. I think so, bro. I think so.
You telling me that Clippers doesn't have a NBA chip, but Sacramento Kings have NBA chip?
Yes, they do.
Yes.
I might have to. I think that counter, like almost the points that I'm making, they're weaker knowing that Sacramento has a chip. I can't lie. Okay, what I will say though, even if people, let's say Maluak goes on to hit his ceiling and he's a great center that shoots threes and protects the rim, right? As a franchise, I don't know if the Raptors could afford such a slow development because he is going to take like, even if he does that, you're talking long in the future, bro. We needed an impact player now because we're not that good as a team. And CMB is like, first of all, probably has the higher, like, see him being the better player based on how high he's starting. But also, yeah, we needed impact. The Kings didn't exist. So then, hold on. What was their organization? Oh, actually, I know the website, Sacramento Kings Basketball Reference.
Oh, wait, that's right. They weren't even called the Kings back then. They were called like something else.
Go to hell. Go to hell, bro. You want me to turn out. Oh, shit. In 51, they were the Rochester Royals. That doesn't count. That shit doesn't count. Sacramento Kings are still scrubs. Rochester Royals, Cincinnati Royals, Kansas City / Omaha
Oh my
Kings.
god, yeah, they were the Royals before they ever became Kings.
Kansas City Kings and then the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
Thank you for the, honestly, Echo, bro, thank you for the information because
That's
truthfully,
why I
bro,
was like, who cares about 1951? Because, you
I was
know,
about to
they
walk
were
back
even the
my
Kings.
slander, but now I'm back. Did I
See,
say
1951.
Nah, he's shooting shitty.
See, 1951 means that is a racist era.
Yo,
Yes.
This man said pre-segregation. Okay, Sai, you ready for the Super Bowl equivalent? Ordering by losses. Patriots lead
Yes.
with 6 losses. They're 6-6. Denver three
Hold
and
on.
five. See, these are the two snake bitten organizations, bro. Vikings and
Yeah,
Bills.
yeah, that's right.
Always
Bills,
four.
yeah, Buffalo Bills, yes.
If the Vikings and Bills ever match up in the Super Bowl, bro, like a meteor is gonna hit Earth, bro. That's the prophecy, bro. If Vikings and Bills ever end up in the Super Bowl, rack up your credit cards, bro, because the world's gonna end. 23%.
Yo, so oh, did we expect this game seeing Deep Book and Curry? No. After looking to Michael Green and B Pods,
Yo,
what
B
is
Pods
this
can read for sure.
playing?
But yo, shout out to you knowing who Jermichael Green is, bro. Holy shit, he hit another three.
Yeah, exactly.
Because his name is Jalen Green, but Jermichael Green was actually a good role player. I remember
Yes.
Jermichael Green. He was actually on the Nuggets. I think he was on the Nuggets championship team.
And that's why I
Yeah.
remember him and mistake
Yeah,
him.
5-3.
Back to this:
49ers.
Cowboys and Niners 5-3, Dolphins 2-3, Rams 2-3, Eagles 2-3, Bengals 0-3. So they're up there with one of they're very close to
The
being the
CS
Bills and the
teams.
Vikings. Very
Yes.
close. I got you, Peter. I got you.
6-2. We do not talk about. We don't bring up Dallas.
6-2, and Washington's football organization 3-2, Raiders 3-2, Chiefs 4-3,
4-3.
4-3.
Colts
That I see. I
2-3.
blame Philadelphia Eagles, man. Eagles and Patriots for that.
Facts, bro. Facts. Colts 2-2, Seahawks 2-2, Panthers 0-2, Falcons 0-2. Fucking Packers and Giants with these great records.
Yeah.
Alama, I see you in the Cleveland game.
You see
Jim
me
Tan.
what?
I will come back on a Cleveland game. Cleveland
Oh,
versus
you're
Memphis.
leaving. Okay, say less, bro. See you later.
Yeah. See
See you
you.
later.
Hey, what's going on, Peter?
What's going on?
What's up? Why are we looking at Super Bowl records? What happened?
Because we did this with NBA records, like all-time finals records, and somebody was like, "Yo, let's check out the Super Bowl records." I ordered the teams by losses.
Oh, we're at the top, baby, in NFL at least.
But yeah, Lakers lead with 15 losses. Obviously, they have 17 wins. We just got the Sixers number 2 with their little 3 championships.
Have the Celtics not lost a million finals? I guess they wouldn't have.
They
Bro,
only
'cause they had-
lost 5.
18-5.
Because they had Bill Russell, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
those Bill Russell years.
Are 4 of those are to the Lakers?
These are the
4 of
losses.
them are to the Lakers. Or I know the middle 3 are at least.
Yeah, because one of them is to the Warriors.
Yeah. Once to the
2022.
Warriors, I know like 2 are against the Lakers.
Let me see
No,
what
the
this
2 in the
58
80s are Magic's Lakers.
So this
Yeah.
58. Let me see. Oh, what the fuck? St. Louis Hawks against the Boston Celtics.
Okay. Shit, I'd be lying if I said I watched that, but
Okay, yeah. This one was Lakers Celtics.
Yeah.
This one was also
the 2 in the
Lakers.
80s were Lakers Celtics. 2010 was Lakers Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, who was the team that was? Yeah, Phoenix Suns. Most losses without a win.
Yeah.
We have what, 3 losses?
3. Yeah.
Yeah, 76 to the Sonics?
Celtics?
No, that's not right. Celtics?
Yeah.
Okay. 93 was to Michael Jordan.
Yep.
And 2021 we were up 2-0 and we lost.
Because Giannis happened, yeah.
Well, Giannis happened. Chris Paul took the ball away from Devin Booker.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened. People
A
don't
lot
talk
of
about these
things.
things. But yeah, like the farther away I get from that moment in time, the more I realize that's probably like going to be the most ideal opportunity for a Suns ring in my life, and we just didn't do it.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and I don't think like they might win one, but the way 2021 unfolded, it was there for us, man.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, like if you look at that time period, you're talking about a lot of organizations having that exact moment, and it just
Yeah,
worked
that's
out
why
for
the
some
Bucks
of them.
won.
Yeah, the Bucks. Same thing for the Bucks.
They
because
just
in the
took
same-
advantage in the finals. But yeah, I don't actually think, like, health permitting, I think the Nets would have won the championship
Yeah.
if everybody just stayed healthy. But obviously that didn't happen.
Are the Suns bigger in Phoenix than the D-backs or the Cards? I have no clue, to be honest.
I would say yes.
I'd say yes because they at least have not only legendary players but also at least consistency out of all the teams.
I also
Yeah,
think,
I mean, the D-backs won a World Series in 2001 in like an awesome Game 7. And then they made the World Series in 2023, but then they lost.
yeah.
Like, that was a fun season, and like that was
Did they have
cool.
Randy Johnson?
In 2001, yes, they did.
Yes.
Randy Johnson is one of 3 pitchers in World Series history to pitch and win Game 6 and pitch in Game 7.
Yo, Yamamoto PTSD.
Yamamoto and Grover Cleveland Alexander way back in the day.
Grover Cleveland Alexander. What a name. Hey, double last names.
Couldn't tell you what team he played for. Couldn't tell you what fall classic that was. But yeah, like the D-backs have a solid fan base, and they have a very like solid team. But the Cardinals are just a complete dumpster fire, and they're also in like the toughest division like in the sport.
So I remember with the last Suns owner, like the fan base, like going to the local politicians or something. I remember some town hall. I have faint memories of that. I don't know why. The Cardinals owner sucks ass, and I haven't heard anything about that. Like
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, the Suns were, because the thing is, like, the Suns have never won. But if you're 35 years old,
yeah,
most of your life, the Suns have been pretty good at basketball. Like, if you look up career franchise winning percentages, I think we're like 8th or 9th.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say we're 8th or 9th.
Because even the bridge between Steve Nash to like Devin Booker, there was like a solid Dragic, Bledsoe time period where like they racked up wins.
So in 2013, we actually missed the playoffs with more wins than we have right now.
That's wild.
There was a year in the West where 48 wins got you 9th place, and there was no play-in or nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, so like we weren't really ass until like 2013-14.
Yeah.
Until the bubble, basically. So there's like 5 or 6 years of being a terrible team in there, but everybody focuses on that instead of like the 20 years kind of surrounding that, where we were like a very competitive team. Because I mean, they made the conference finals in 04, 05, I want to say.
Yeah.
I think
and we lost to the Spurs. We lost to the Spurs.
If you guys didn't fight, you probably would have won that too.
Well, we lost to the Spurs in 04, 05. I know we lost in 06, 07? Or was it 05, 06? We lost to the Lakers in 2010. And, like, that sucked because I went to school with nothing but Lakers fans living an hour north of LA.
Yeah.
So, like, that was really depressing. But, yeah, no, we're not like the Suns aren't nearly as incompetent as, like, the Cardinals are like a new level of incompetent, I would say.
Yeah. I got it.
The thing with the Blue Jays losing to the Dodgers, and why I don't think that's like the Blue Jays will never ever make it back, is 1, the Blue Jays are always like top 7 or 8 in payroll, and 2, with the current state of the American League, that shit is basically a free eats World Series berth. And if it's ever not the Dodgers, like with how baseball playoffs are structured,
yeah,
we wouldn't even be having a "are the Dodgers bad for baseball" discussion if the Blue Jays just managed to cash in last season and the Padres won the NLDS in 2024 from 2-1 up.
Yeah.
Because the Padres were kind of putting it on them, and then their offense scored 1 run in the last 18 innings, and they lost to a bullpen game at home.
That's nasty.
Like, the way baseball is structured, you can have the best roster ever assembled, but if you run into a division series against a hot team like the Dodgers did in 2023 with the Diamondbacks, or like what happened to them in 2022 against the Padres, you will just get smoked. And it just is what it is.
Hmm?
Like if two guys in the other team go 8 innings, 1 run, and somebody hits like a clutch 3-run homer, like what can you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like it's the dynamics of baseball. It's a little bit the playoffs are a little bit more random in that way, whereas like in the NBA, you have to win 16 games over the course of 2 months. You have to beat 4 different opponents who have nothing but time and availability to game plan for you.
yeah.
Like there's less randomness built into the NBA
Randomness,
playoffs
yeah.
by design. But like for the
Well,
Blue Jays, they like I don't know. I mean, we saw it last year. The Dodgers went from the wild card round to the World Series. I wouldn't say the Blue Jays could never win. It'd be tough, but like I don't know. I don't see the Suns getting through the Thunder, the freaking Spurs, and the Nuggets, like or whatever the hypothetical path would be.
yeah, and like building a team in basketball is way different because you kind of have to bank on getting like more or less a future Hall of Famer. Like you have to start
Yep.
there,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then you have to build the team around it. And there's just so much that goes into like first of all getting the player, but second of all retaining the player. And yeah, it's just the kind of thing where in pursuit of that, you might take gambles that cost you like 5 years, right? Like there's teams out there that in the pursuit of that superstar have thrown away 5 years, and like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just there's a lot more like devastating failure. Whereas, yeah, I think in the Jays case, like their devastating failure in theory, like it ends at the end of last season, and this year is a new opportunity. Bro, if you trade for what's it called? If you like, for example, if a team trades for Giannis and he's 31 off some calf injuries and he tears his Achilles, goodbye 5 seasons of your franchise. If you're the Clippers and you trade for Paul George and it just doesn't happen to work, goodbye to 5+ years after that. Like, yeah, basketball. It's tough to get those future Hall of Famers.
But yeah, like in 2021 in the playoffs, for example, um, Jamal Murray tore his ACL in that season, so it was just Jokic on the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi Leonard tore. We later find out he tore his ACL against Utah, I think it was. So like that, like meant the Clippers were down to 1 star, and that's kind of why the Suns beat them.
And then 2021,
The
AD
Nets.
got injured.
I mean, Anthony Davis got injured in a game that they were up 2 in a series, and Chris Paul had already missed 2 games. Like Laker
Yeah, I
fans,
already missed 2 games.
Laker fans leave that part out.
Yeah.
But like the Nets were hampered by injury, and obviously like the most talented team. Like there's a lot of like, but also like the NBA playoffs is just kind of a war of attrition.
Yeah,
It's always been like this.
that's why load management is a thing.
No, for sure.
Even though people will always complain about okay, I did not expect a Jalen Green cooking game.
They would never do this. The NBA would never do this. But I think the playoffs would be fire
12 from 3.
if the first round went back to 5 games.
I agree.
They would never do this though.
No, but I
There was
agree.
some nasty upsets in the 90s when they were 5-game series.
Yeah. Because, like, in a 7-game series, if you're the much better team, dropping game one's not that crazy.
No, dropping game 1 only was fatal
In a
like
5. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't
That's
know. I
5.
just the league would never do this because like money and stuff, but like low
Yeah.
key, if it were up to me, I think there would be no play-in tournament at all. First round would be 5 games. Second, am I upset at or if you're gonna have a play-in tournament, have it be like a play-in series. Does that make sense? Like a best of 3.
Best of
A
3.
best of 3.
Yes.
Okay. So that would make it obviously like interesting, and like there's the idea of like it becomes less fluky.
Like
and
I would trim the play-ins down to just 8 versus 9.
Yeah.
Have it
Yep.
be a best of 3. Obviously, the 8 seed hosts. The 8 seed gets to, and I would even do it where the 8 seed gets to choose which games they want to host. It's up to them.
No, for sure, Gio. That's why they would never do it. But we're just talking about like the, in theory, what it would do. But obviously, for that reason, they would never do it. I've also heard like for play-in discussions, right? Because the first play-in was in the bubble where they broached the idea of doing this kind of a thing, and the way they based the rules, it was like you had to be within a certain amount of games of the team above you in order to get a shot. So do you think something like that should be relevant, or it should be 8 versus 9 regardless?
No, I'm kind of down to just make it 8 versus 9 and have it be a best of 3 series.
Yeah.
Have it be functioning like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever you want to. It'd probably have to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Have the league end on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And just have it be something like that. I would rather do that because I like the idea of. I don't think one-off basketball suits the NBA. Like, it makes the product kind of weird and a little bit random, but also like if you shorten the first round series and you increase the potential for an upset, I think you potentially make the play-in thing like more meaningful.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Like it's you're not like, again, we talked about it yesterday. The play-in right now is kind of just like feeding lambs to the slaughter. We don't actually believe any of these teams are doing anything. This is very much just about this moment.
Yeah, it's just making a week of cool basketball. And I mean, hey, like in the NBA's defense, Hornets Heat was a cool game. It was a great game.
Yeah.
Suns Blazers was a great game.
And then Warriors Clippers was fun.
Yeah, Warriors Clippers was fire, and Magic Clippers was decent. The Magic Sixers was decent. Magic Hornets sucked. This game was better. Like,
Yeah.
they've gotten 5 watchable games out of it this week.
Yeah.
On pretty standalone TV nights. So I don't actually think the play-in's going to get scrapped. If they can make a week of high tension basketball, like why wouldn't they? I just kind of don't. I don't want to say I don't care about 10 seeds because Miami made it last year. Granted, we've had 6 versions of this play-in and only one 10 seed out of 12 make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if the Suns manage to hold on and win this game, it'll be the same thing. The 7 seed has made it every time.
Right.
So like that would be my little, granted, relatively smallest size. We only have 6 years of it now, or 6 seasons of it. But I was like, we kind of don't need the 7s or the 10s in there.
Right.
I don't know, man. Like, I think an 8-9 play-in series would be fire.
Best of 3 every game in the 8 seed stadium?
No, it would be best of 3.
Alternating?
Best of 3. The 8 seed gets to choose which 2 games they want to host.
8 seed gets to choose.
Yep. And that has to be determined by the night the regular season is finished.
Okay, so then if you were an 8 seed, what would you pick?
The first 2.
Yeah.
I would pick
you don't want to
pick the first 2, try and throw the kitchen sink, and then try and get, so that way the series is done by Wednesday, and then you get to rest up to go play on Sunday.
Yeah. NBA Cup courts need to go. Yeah. I mean,
just make a generic NBA Cup logo.
Yeah. Because the first year they did it, some of the jerseys were too similar to the color of the court, and now that looks weird just in terms of watching a game. And then they tried to make a contrast, and now there's too much going on. So yeah, I agree. Scrap.
They must have some sort of TV deal or like venue deal with Vegas for why that tournament has to end in December. But I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to fill the gaps in with the football schedule.
Yeah.
I understand that. I just think that the NBA Cup ends too early in the season.
Okay. Yeah, because I enjoy, like, I support the idea that you should try to make the early part of the season like important, like increase the stakes so that it's not just these
You
games that
know,
are really far away from the playoffs that like teams don't care about.
Mhm.
If you're gonna extend it into the new year, I guess like, I mean, how much further would you push it?
Or maybe not extend it, but like have the semifinals and finals like the week of the All-Star game.
Hmm.
Have your semifinal on like a Monday, have your final or Tuesday, have your final on a Thursday, and have your All-Star game on a Saturday kind of thing.
Okay. It's like and then it can all happen in that one city.
Yes.
That makes sense. Um,
But like for that to happen, I don't know. I just think there's so many things you can do with the NBA Cup to make it kind of cool if you want to have it.
right.
Um, I feel that the knockout round should be expanded to more teams. I think 8 teams making it out of 30 is very harsh.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying 16 need to make it, but like I wouldn't mind 12.
yeah, I was like, I think 12 is like
Yeah, like
perfect.
give 4 teams buys, have like a play-in round, and then have a quarterfinal after you have your 5 or 6 group games or however many it's supposed to be.
So I think they've been doing 4, and what I think is that like they do a draft essentially, like they randomize the groups for the.
Oh yeah, I know. They do
I
it like in the off season, right?
Yeah, I feel like they could just rock with the normal divisions because like people complain about how little divisions mean anything in basketball. I mean, I think that's an opportunity to actually like cultivate rivalries and
There's
stuff.
5 teams in each division, right?
Yeah, so you do
Yeah.
4 group stage games, which is how they do it anyways, and they
I
just
don't
draft
even
6
like
groups
I
of
don't
5,
even like doing 4. I think they should do 8.
8
I think
different what?
on 8 different do double round robin kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
if you're
like
gonna
stick
keep it
with
in
4
divisions.
opponents, right?
What's up?
But you stick with 4 opponents?
You have five people in a group. They
Yeah.
have 8 games to play.
Yeah.
So you have 10 match days in theory. Teams have
Yeah.
2 buys. You have an odd number in each group, so it makes it kind of weird. Expansion would help that, where you could do like 4 groups of 8 and have 6 group games or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. True.
Expansion would definitely help that because it would round it out better. Because you'd have teams sitting at home on the last match day waiting to see if they're in or out. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're way far away from that being an issue. But that'd be like something I could see being a problem. Yeah, expand it. Double round robin because I don't like the idea of unbalanced schedules. I don't think that's fair. Like if it were up to me, if they had to do it within the division format, I like because those games are already penciled into your schedule.
Yeah.
It like costs nothing essentially to like structure the tournament
Yeah.
because those are games teams already have to play.
Right.
And if you did it double round robin, you
Yeah.
know that half your division games are going to be NBA. I don't even mind that, dude. Like that seems cool to me. I think that could be fun.
Would you do anything to change the incentive for the tournament itself? Because right now it's cash payouts to the players.
I don't even hate that though, like because I don't think they should need an incentive. These are games they already play.
Yeah. So, but the thing, like, so the players are one thing. I don't know, because the thing about organizations is that like there's kind of no saying what they value. I mean, to a certain extent, I think there's probably some GMs out there that would look at it as like a sign of progression. Like if you win an in-season tournament, it means like you're on the right track. But I wonder what could be done to just make it something that like it's not just hey, this will be cool. It's something that hey, like this is something we prioritize.
I mean, like, there's not even like the whole attach a playoff spot to the winner. Like, doesn't make sense when a third of the league wants to tank anyways.
See, so the playoff spot's one thing.
I'm not even saying that.
I don't like that. Funnily enough, something that comes to mind is like I'm inspired by my Dynasty Fantasy Football League that I'm in. We're a 12-team league. 6 people make the playoffs. For the consolation bracket, we compete for boosted lottery odds in the rookie draft lottery.
Okay.
And we basically have an extra draft, an extra pick in the second round of our rookie draft. So we're a 12-team league, but our second round has a 13th pick, which is the pick you compete for in the consolation bracket. So in the bracket, you're competing for an extra draft pick and boosted lottery odds. And like it just like within the structure of our league, it makes the consolation bracket pretty important. So like, yeah, people don't necessarily tank because there is something meaningful to compete for. So it's like, let's say in the NBA for the in-season tournament, you're competing for the 31st pick in the draft, right? And let's say boosted lottery odds. And if you're a playoff team, you get, I don't know, 2% lottery odds, even as a playoff team. Like something like that. Like I think that would really change how front offices look at it. And you could just make it something that's like actually significant.
Yeah. I get that.
So there's something else that I heard that was interesting. I was listening to the Jazz owner talking about tanking, which obviously fucking the Jazz, right? Like that's the main franchise the league is thinking about. He had a pretty interesting take on it. And basically what he was saying, it was like part of the issue with tanking is realistically just how significant the draft is. And he was explaining it this way, like we're the Utah Jazz. So when we think about what the rebuilding process is in the NBA, we look at free agency as not really a viable way to build a team, because if you look at the recent years of free agency, you don't particularly see like all NBA players hitting the market anymore. He's like, when it comes to trades, it obviously takes 2 to tango. So he's like, the draft is over-indexed in terms of importance. So he was kind of just talking about how like a part of how we think about tanking solutions might just be reorganizing all of this to where drafting isn't so disproportionately important. And I just thought it was an interesting.
It's not the be on end of one to be better.
Like I've never heard anyone when they talk about tanking talking about how basically like you might want to make free agency and the trade market just structurally more of a a viable means to build a team. Because if drafting is going to be the
they're
end
saying this, but they traded for Jaren and played him 3 games
for sure. But I don't think that's like
I get what they're saying, dude. But like you have Keontae George, Jaren, you have Walker Kessler, you have Lauri Markkanen. They didn't even try to win like at any point. Like I get that's a problem. I hear what he's saying, but like they've been just hoarding random talent for what since Rudy got traded 3 years ago.
Yeah,
they
since
blew it
Rudy
up
in Phoenix, yeah.
They blew it up in 2022, right? Because they traded both Donovan Mitchell and Rudy.
Yep.
Yeah, man, they're going into what, season 4 of who the hell knows? Like I get that. It's hard to build through free agency and with like I think the aprons make player trading too restrictive.
Yeah,
for sure. It's like it like penalizes you if you like want to keep an expensive team for multiple seasons, and kind of like makes it so trades have to be like dollar for dollar, which limits who can be involved. Like teams are trading people they don't really want to, but they kind of have to make the salaries work. And then you have to like hand over draft capital, hand over fists, because teams aren't going to make trades for guys they don't really want to get. It just gets too confusing.
Yep.
I do think the apron idea has like had a lot of downstream nasty effects for the league.
CJ McCollum, man.
Yeah, and like fair or not, like that will be his legacy in the league.
Legit.
I actually like CJ, but he's done way more bad than good just with supporting that idea.
I mean, like
and it's like I don't even think it's debatable, man.
Yeah.
the Celtics had to blow up their team because of aprons. Like, that's kind of bullshit. They probably would have wanted to just to get younger, and like that's a very Celtics thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
What
The
kind of
Thunder are gonna have to do the same thing.
what kind of goes into that is that Gio's asking about whether the Thunder keep their picks or trade them. My thing is, like, I think a part of the reason the Thunder are in such a good spot is that they have this endless source of rookie contracts, essentially, right? Like, they have the ability to look at the role players around their max guys and basically say, we don't have to be devastated by being unable to pay you. Like, we can just trade you, get some capital. If we draft well, we make draft picks that replace you, and like it's a cycle. Well, they have the chance to potentially do this, but we're talking about OKC trading their first round pick. I think they're more likely to trade a player than a pick.
Are we at the point in the history yet where Utah, OKC, San Antonio, and Houston like run the draft basically? Are we there yet? Don't they control like 45% of the picks? Or am I bullshit?
We're approaching that time period. I don't know if the Spurs started getting their picks yet, but I know OKC is starting to get their picks now. So yeah, we're getting
there. So I have a theory.
Yeah.
Because if we're over-indexing the importance on drafts, I hear what the Jazz coach is saying, but I think the Jazz GM is saying, but like I think they're talking out of both sides of their mouth. I think these teams that have the draft capital and see the apron restrictions and what it's doing to these good teams are going to just sit on these picks and completely intentionally distort the trade market. And like when OKC wants to add to their roster, they'll attach 2 salaries and 5 firsts for like a solid role player, and it'll just like ruin the trade market for these other like draft poor teams that struggle to turn these first round contracts into contributing players.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've been like feeling for the last few years. It's just funny how we're like getting there, and these picks aren't really changing hands in the ways that people expected.
Yep. People are kind of just
like, oh yeah, everybody trades picks. I'm like, in the apron days, some do, but a lot are not going to do it.
So as soon as I saw the apron, it kind of made me think about how in the NFL, drafting is basically everything because you just need cheap contracts in a hard cap situation where quarterbacks get paid so much money. And it just feels like the apron took us there in the NBA where, yeah, it's going to be hard to build a great team if you can't get big contributions from your rookie contract.
Yeah, teams that can't draft in the NFL are bad.
Yep. You just can't escape
no
that.
way around that.
Yeah, you can't escape that. So that's the thing. That's why I think like hearing the Jazz owner talking about it was interesting because he's new. I think he bought the team like 4 years ago, and he's more or less talking about how, like, you know, I walked into the NBA. I don't know much about this place. Danny Ainge tells me we should be losing, and honestly, I'm hitting my own assessment, and I kind of agree. Like, you know, like,
well, I mean, also like the Jazz were at the end of a cycle where they had a really good team. Like they had Conley, Donovan Mitchell, Gobert. They had Ingles. They had other guys. Like they had a lot of guys, and it just didn't work for them.
Yep.
They were like a top 4 seed. How many years in a row with Donovan Mitchell? It was like, I don't even know. Like I want to say 5 or 6 years in a row. It just didn't work. Like, you kind of have to suck if you're gonna sell your stars at a time when you don't really want to. Like that's just the natural progression.
Yep. Franchise.
Unless you do like a Suns thing where you're able to trade Kevin Durant for like 2 contributing players immediately. And you also have like another star on a contract where you can just the Suns did the Heat thing where you just kind of kick the can down the road, but they've done it with way better talent.
Right.
So it kind of works better. And to be clear, I'm okay with that. Like, just give me a watchable team, bro.
Yo, you know what's crazy though is that like when I saw how much dead money the Suns had with the Beal stretch and then who's is it Nazir Little? There's another random player. Yeah. So when I looked at that dead money, I just kind of assumed that, like, actually, it's not an assumption. The honest truth is that that team has to get production out of rookie contracts and minimum salary players.
They have a ton though, and the crazy thing is they're
Yep.
not even utilizing all of their rookies or cheap players like I think they should be.
So that's the kind of the crazy thing is that the Suns had a very narrow way of being a decent team, and they did it. So
yeah, like
somebody deserves a lot of credit.
Iguodala was a second-round pick in 2024 out of Marquette. He's from Arizona, but he played at Marquette for like 4 years, I think.
Yeah.
So Iguodala was a second-round pick. They took the lottery pick on Maluak, even though it's like he probably wasn't ready to contribute seriously.
Yeah.
They traded for Mark Williams and then spent that pick on Maluak anyways. Right? You had Iguodala there who had been playing last season. Like he got some minutes on like a struggling team, and like he's developed pretty solidly, like normal rim running, like rebounding, decent drop coverage, big.
Yeah.
They got Gillespie on like a minimum. He's almost definitely going to be too expensive for the Suns. They used Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal's bird rights to like sign them to contracts to just keep them on the team. And I mean, neither of them are great, but Royce O'Neal's having like a career shooting year from 3.
Yeah.
So like that helps. You have Book on that big contract. You have Jalen Green on that big contract. You just had to give Dylan Brooks a green light, I guess. Like I get it though, because like Jalen Green was hurt for a long time.
Yeah.
And like you need guys to overachieve. Fleming is hardly played, but I like what he looks like as a player. I like Maluak. I understand Oso. You have Ryan Dunn as a second or third year wing off the bench. Like they have a lot of cheap talent that will be on the team.
And I'm looking at it, and the only money that comes off the books that you like, I guess, well, it's Mark Williams and then Goodwin, Gillespie, and Amir Coffey. But you're looking at
my guess is they'll match whatever Mark Williams gets.
And then Haywood Highsmith, who is in the rotation today. But yeah, this is what I'm like.
For him, or they picked him up on waivers.
I saw 22 mil plus dead money, and I was like, shit. Like the margins are just really fine, but they made it work.
If you go into next season, I want to say the first number is Booker, second one is Green, third one is Dylan Brooks.
Yep.
Okay, fourth one should be Grayson Allen. Fifth one should be Royce O'Neal.
Yes, Royce O'Neal.
Yes, you already have like a starting 5 potential there. So the sixth one is Mark Williams. The seventh one, I actually I think that's Ryan
Maluak and Ryan Dunn.
Okay, so we have 7 players there. 8 if they pick up a Mark Williams option. Iguodala, I'm actually not sure on.
Iguodala is you got him right here.
It's a partial guarantee. They'll probably fully guarantee that.
And
who's
then
below him?
Nothing guaranteed. Below that is Fleming.
Yeah, so we have 9 players that could be in a rotation there already. We're a little bit light ball handling wise.
Yeah.
But they gave Bouye a 2-year extension after him being a two-way guy for so long.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're going to get priced out of Gillespie. Like, even if we did, he had a really, really solid. They picked up, like, most of the Suns' moves on the margins have been really, really good this year.
Yeah.
The issue is you cannot just look at the moves on the margins and ignore the Ayton trade, trading for KD, and then the Beal trade.
The Beal trade.
The Beal trade I actually don't hate. We just have a ton of dead money.
Yeah.
The Ayton trade, you traded for Nurkic and then had to partner Nurkic with a first-round pick to get rid of him. That's really bad.
Yep.
I low-key think that's the worst one. Like, you traded for Nurkic because Book and KD didn't like Nurkic, but then you had to give a pick away to get rid of Nurkic. That's not good. Not a great place to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like when you make moves on the margins, that are like so bad like that, they do set you back for a few years.
Yep.
Or not moves on the margins, big moves.
The
and
big
like they've
ones,
done
yeah.
all this stuff to supplement it. And I mean, they've made a pretty decent team out of it.
So if you look at this chunk of players here, so Brooks 30, Grayson 30, Royce O'Neal 30. Obviously they're contributors to the team, but you also have like some pretty movable salaries if you feel like you want
the reason Royce and Grayson Allen got extended was to potentially package them for like a trade.
Yep.
Because I mean, we really don't have a 4 on this team.
Yeah.
Like Dylan Brooks isn't really a 4. Royce isn't really a 4. Dunn when he plays isn't really a 4. Fleming when he plays isn't really a 4. We just kind of have multiple forwards out there.
Yeah.
That just kind of scrap and a big. I was thinking they partner Grayson Allen's salary with like a young player and maybe some pick way down the road to try and get like a bigger forward.
Yeah.
I was thinking John Collins, and then he just ended up on the Clippers.
Right. I think
So,
he's
like,
a free agent.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I'm cool if Grayson and Royce want to be on the team. Like, I don't know, whatever. Like, we're not going to win a ring next year, anyways. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if one or both of those guys got moved.
Yeah.
Because like Goodwin, I also don't think Goodwin's going to be a minimum contract guy next season. I wouldn't hate the Suns extending Goodwin and not extending Gillespie, but I would like to bring back one of those guys.
Right.
Just for like ball handling and like grit and effort kind of stuff.
Right.
Because with just Book and Jalen Green, we're very light on ball handling over the course. And Bouye, it's kind of light.
What do you think about Maluak as a player?
I really like Maluak, but he's also like 19, right?
Yes, 19 and new to basketball.
Yeah, like I'm going to defend drafting intangibles and talent in that spot 100 times out of 100 because we're not immediately competing anyways. Like,
yeah.
Let me look at a draft for this year to even like lie to myself and be like, who could the Suns have even picked there that would have made sense?
The reason I asked is because Maluak is basically who the Raptors fans were crashing out over not drafting at number 9. So
see, but you guys were never going to play him this year anyways.
Right, but also it's like we were never going to play him this year, and also like if for a team that's looking to make the playoffs and take steps forward, like we needed somebody that could play immediately. But I think the bigger thing for us is just that like center was a weakness. It was expected to be a weakness again this year. And the feeling of drafting Maluak, I think, would just make people feel like, okay, at least there's light at the end of the tunnel. At this point, we're still just like, oh shit, we're really weak at center.
What would we have done, dude? Drafted Derek Queen? Like, drafted Walter Clayton Jr. Like, which of these guys is like actually
Walter Clayton Jr.
contributed?
already got traded, I think.
I
think he was in the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade.
Maybe. I don't know. But like, I'm looking at this whole draft. We don't really have difference-making playable guys outside of the top 10. At least not yet. So this is always like a stash for the future kind of thing.
I heard Hanson Yang went to Portland and got fat.
Maybe.
Definitely not him. That's definitely not the player you would have wanted to draft.
But yeah, I'm looking. I have the whole draft in front of me. Like, who was drafted behind Maluak that has stepped into a rotation and contributed, like, seriously?
Oh, if we're actually looking for an answer, you say, okay, a rotation, so like a serious rotation, right?
Yeah, not like a tanking rotation.
Like Washington doesn't count. Okay.
No. Like Derek Queen was cool, but like I don't care. Sorry.
Let me see what Hugo Gonzalez, how much he played.
I think he played respectably on Boston.
74 games, 15 minutes a night. So yeah, you're looking at pick number 28.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
Hugo Gonzalez
far.
on Boston. That's probably the best name.
That's far, dude. Then hilariously enough, Fleming.
Fleming's on our team.
I know.
Yeah, this is my point. Like, Kalkbrenner is Charlotte's backup big, right?
Yeah, and Sion James comes off the bench too, so they got 2 bench players
Okay,
here.
so guys in the high 30s, like that were seniors, 4-year players in college. Not mad at that. That's kind of what you have to do if you're expecting guys to contribute immediately. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I'm a casual, but I don't really see guys.
Well, especially early, right? Because I mean, I think there's like when it comes to developing players, there's going to be a bunch that do line up as time goes on. But that's to your point with Malawak, is that he's one of them. Like he's one of the players that's going to develop.
Cedric Howard on the Blazers. That could be a good name.
I think he ended up in Memphis.
He's on Memphis now.
Yeah,
okay,
so that's the thing, right? Like he's one of the players that got a bunch of minutes on a bad team. So I think while he's been productive, like in terms of looking for players that's cracked the meaningful rotation, it doesn't count. Like even what's it called? Where's Will Riley? Will Riley played a lot for Washington this yeyer and looked decent, but again, just
fire about Cedric Howard. He played D3 basketball his freshman year of college.
Really? Wow.
At Willamette, yeah. We played them in D3 soccer when I was in college.
Damn.
My junior year. Willamette University up in Washington.
Definitely not Noah Asenge. That's definitely not.
Yeah, like so. Very, very long-winded way of answering your question. No, I'm not mad at them drafting him and putting him on the bench or whatever. Like, no, man. He looked dope in the G League games I saw. Like he's genuinely like learning basketball and like probably still growing and a ton of stuff. Like, nah, I'm not tripping about it. It would be dumb to trip about it. It's not like there was some ready-made talent to plug into the Suns to like make us even better than this.
Yo, I need you guys to like, because again, I watched a lot of Duke basketball when the Raptors were tanking, thinking that we might be in it for like Cooper Flag or Con Canepo. So I saw a bunch of Malawak, and like I familiarized myself with those 3 players. I need people who don't know to read this paragraph. In 2019, Malawak was encouraged to play basketball by a motorcyclist who stopped and saw how tall he was. But it's 2019. Like this is relatively recently in his life. The runway for development, and the reason like this kind of stuff stands out to me is because Masai Ujiri drafted a lot of players that got to basketball late in life, and the thinking is that they have a longer runway for development. So if you look at a player like a Chris Boucher, the idea is that this is a guy that's going to develop into his late 20s irregularly because the development in life started earlier. So I mean, he felt comfortable banking on talents that he felt like again had this longer runway for development, and I feel like I saw it play out to a certain extent. And there's other factors why not every player worked out, but the point is like for someone like Malawak, like he's 19 and you can expect him to get better into his late 20s realistically. So yeah, I there's nothing to necessarily like, if you're not a team that has a really short timeline and a window that's closing, it's the right kind of a pick. But I just know that Raptors fans are going to be looking at that one for like the rest of his career, just because that's the player that a lot of fans wanted.
I mean, like, sure, but the Raptors this year were like trying to be competitive again.
Yeah. And we got one of the players that can play in a rotation and contribute kind of.
Yeah, so. Like you're not going to draft a guy who's been playing basketball for 6 years of his life.
Yeah.
To try and immediately compete.
Yeah. He attended a local camp organized by Luol Deng and started playing basketball. And then the NBA Africa Academy in Senegal.
I want to say he played for South Sudan in the Olympics.
National team career. Yeah. South Sudan in the Olympics. Youngest player in the tournament.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. I'll bet on the potential if he even fulfills half of it and becomes like a very good backup big for the Suns. I'm not tripping, dude. I'm sorry.
Do you think hold on. First of all, Jemo says YouTube is censoring me, stopping me from saying can't wait for Haram Ball.
That's
Are
very
you
funny.
talking about football or basketball right now? What haramba are we speaking of? Do you think the
Yeah.
Warriors call it this summer and trade Curry while they can? I don't
No.
know. I just don't see it.
No.
No.
We can have that discussion when this game ends if you guys want, but no.
Let's pull up what's it called? The Warriors cap sheet. Because they're going into next year with basically Curry and Jimmy Butler being about like 120 mil of expirings.
Uh-huh. And then
See, okay, this one makes
who's
more
below
sense.
It's Draymond Green, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, dude, that's a lot of cap on those three guys, considering Draymond is Draymond and Jimmy won't play till January at the earliest.
Yeah.
They're the
And like
fourth most expensive team.
this year, yeah. This year
this year.
and yeah, and again, like you're talking about a bunch of players that so like if DeAnthony Melton and Al Horford opt in, you're still talking about like guys that are playing 15 minutes a night tops. Gary Payton's a free agent. Kristaps is a free agent. Draymond Green might or might not be a free agent.
This is Al Horford's 19th year this year, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I'm guessing he plays one more to make it like 20 if he cares about that. But like,
Yeah.
he genuinely is about to be 40. Like,
Yeah.
you could go home. So, like,
So
with all due respect, like, you're probably is Al Horford a Hall of Famer? Probably,
so
right?
I mean,
Maybe
by the Hall of Fame standards, I think so.
basketball Hall of Fame. Mind
Yeah.
you, he has back-to-back rings in college.
Yeah.
I'm like, if it was just an NBA Hall of Fame, no. But like, I'm gonna look up Al Horford's career right now because I feel like I'm not getting a lot of his college stats and just know his college accolades off the top.
He
of
was
my
on
head.
the team with Joakim Noah, right?
Yes, Joakim Noah and
Yes.
Corey Brewer that went back to back.
Corey Brewer, aka I scored 50.
Yep.
Okay, before Bam scored 83, Corey Brewer's 50 was the one that had me confused.
They beat UCLA in one title game and then Mike Conley's Ohio State in the other, I think. Somebody's going to have to check that. Dylan Brooks just missed a layup. That's very funny.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he does fit the way up.
That's very hilarious.
If Giannis is on the market, do you think the Warriors go all in? Well, I think the Warriors do go all in. I just think that their all in is like not much.
Not very enticing. All in
Yeah,
with
who are they gonna give the Bucks?
No, but this is the big problem is that they burned their last
Florida
bit of
had the
draft capital
same
for Jimmy. So there's not
Florida
much
had the
draft capital.
same starting. Yeah, they defeated Greg Oden and Mike Conley Jr. in the second national title. Florida had the same starting five for both titles. That's so lit. That's so sick, dude.
Yo, we'll never see that again, ever.
Yeah, we are
Oh,
never
no
gonna
way.
see that again. Yeah. I like NIL, but you gotta need some tweaking.
Oh, for sure.
It's the wild, wild west right now, man. Like they'll figure something out.
Yeah, but how long is that gonna take? Because March Madness is not hitting the same.
Probably it'll take a long time. Probably.
Yes.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to do some sort of revenue sharing. People are gonna have to unionize. It's gonna get nasty.
It's gonna get really nasty.
Otherwise, like it's just gonna be the haves and have-nots for so long. But revenue sharing is the answer. Nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah.
But like, if we just let all the wealth trickle upwards, you're gonna have like 12 college football schools that all play in one conference and make it fun. And college basketball is more random. Like that will still be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is football.
It's football.
If football stays how it is, we're literally only gonna care about SEC or Big Ten.
Well, that's what it is now. But like,
yeah, but it's gonna get.
You're not even
going
to care about the whole conference. You're going to care about 4 or 5 teams in each conference.
Yeah.
Why does Joe Lacob look stressed? You guys had 37 wins.
Yeah. But like just looking at this cap sheet, right? The biggest issue with the Curry trade is, do you know how hard it would be to find an overlap between a team Curry would want to go to and the teams that have $60 million
Curry money, yeah.
salary to
Take on
trade?
Curry's salary, yeah.
Like, because we just talked about how the aprons make it so you have to damn near go dollar for dollar. Literally, like there's some teams that have one combination of 60 million. Like there's two specific players that could make the trade happen. So yeah, I don't know. If you throw some teams out there, we can look at the books. But
Can we scroll down their cap sheet? So they have Guy Santos, Pajemski, Steph, Draymond if he opts in, and Will Richard.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see how far they are next year from the aprons. So first apron space as of right now, and this factors all opt-ins, is 27 mil. And second apron space is 40 mil. But this is factoring all opt-ins, right? Draymond, like if we just like the thing is these opt-ins
I
here.
think Draymond's opting in, dude.
If he's opting in, bro, then honestly, that's the number. Then they are looking at roughly $27 million of space with ones. Well, hold on. How many players are missing? 4, 7. So the 8 players, you need to get 7 players in 27 million if you want to be below the first apron, or 40 if you want to be below the second.
I think Draymond's opting in, man. Because I don't see where Draymond gets 30 mil on the open market, not from the Warriors.
Yeah.
Maybe he could opt out and sign like a team friendly, like 3 for 30 if they wanted to give him that, or line him up with Steph if they really care that much about each other. I mean, we'll see. I don't care. Not my team, but they're very hamstrung with that Jimmy trade and him kind of getting hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
granted, I think there's a universe where they could make a pretty decent, albeit old team next year where Jimmy comes back in January.
Yeah.
And they catch some steam and make some noise as like a 5 or a 6 seed.
Yeah.
But every year they get older, that just gets harder to do.
Yeah.
Unless they kind of have to embrace guys like Pods and Guy Santos, who I think are like good rotation guys. Like they just need like 4 more of them. You know what I mean?
Just to entertain the Giannis talk for a second, though, right? Giannis's cap hit next year is 58 mil. For the Warriors, there's literally, if you combine every other salary other than Steph and Butler, I think you'd have to trade the entire team. Like it's not
the entire team, yeah.
No, it'd have to be Jimmy's salary, some picks, and maybe a rookie contract.
And I don't know if
they wouldn't be over the apron, so they probably would be able to trade Jimmy straight up. But like I don't see a universe where that happens, because the Bucks will get better offers. Because they'd basically be trading Giannis for an expiring contract of somebody that they're never going to let play next year.
Yep. Let me look at something real quick. Okay, so if we're gonna look at the leaders in cap hit for next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about these people that would get traded for like $60 million salaries, I think you should probably start at like 40 and just assume you're gonna have to take one of the somebody who's making roughly 40 and up, and then somebody else.
Are we trying to find a Giannis trade partner?
Giannis trade, like just like for any of these, like sure, let's say Giannis.
No, what's Giannis is going to the Knicks, dude.
But I mean, okay, I don't think the Knicks have the most competitive offer, so that's a Giannis forcing his way to one location place kind of a thing,
Yeah,
right?
that's what's going to have to happen.
Because yeah, like I don't know, it's because the Knicks don't have draft picks; it would just be the players.
Do they
And
not have control of? But the Knicks have.
No, didn't they trade all their picks for Bridges?
They traded like 4 or 5 picks for Mikal.
That's what my understanding. Like my understanding is they traded all the picks for Bridges, so it would have to be for Giannis. Their offer is basically a couple, like 2 of Towns, OG, Hart.
It'd probably be Cat OG for Giannis.
All right, let's just look at the Knicks future draft picks. Okay, so 2026 they have a first round pick, right? They don't have 2027, which means they can't. Oh, they don't have 2029 or 31.
Ooh, the Warriors, actually, I take back everything I said, bro.
Yeah,
They could trade. They could trade like 4 or 5. They own a pick in the first round for the next like 7 years.
really.
They own 2 in 2030. They could trade 26, 28, 30, and like 32 of 2 and 31 and 32.
Yeah, because the Knicks can't trade anything until 2033.
Yeah, the Warriors actually. I mean, hey, you never know. Steph calls Giannis. Draymond getting himself ejected. What's the point?
Because it's Draymond. They man just loves getting ejected.
Let's do, because I was not familiar with Golden State having picks like that.
No, they own their picks according to Fanspo.
Yeah, they do.
They have no conditions on picks until 2030.
Second round pick, outgoing traded picks. Yeah, they're just it's just second rounders that they're missing, but they have all their first shit. Yeah, I mean, there's no point in like post Curry, you're fucked anyway. So just throw the picks away.
I mean, if they still want to like try and Malawak for 3, nope. But I'm glad he got
Nope.
paid again.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's. I get what you're saying. Like they might as well try and push all the chips on the table.
Yeah,
and put together like a Godfather offer.
but yo, if you're the Bucks too, like honestly, I don't think there's anything more appealing than post Curry and Giannis first round picks. That sounds great.
That's true because they can do like 27, 29, 31, and they'll have 33 to trade if they want.
Yes.
And they'll be able to trade Jimmy straight up for Giannis, wouldn't they?
Yeah. Yep. Those salaries would work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's the smart thing, but like if they're trying
the Warriors are
to
that desperate, they can well give up their entire future for Giannis.
well, yeah.
How old is Giannis right now?
31.
30.
32 before next season. And
Yeah.
he's under
Okay, so let's
contract
say
for
you trade for Giannis
more
right
years.
now, right? Curry is what? Going to be 38 next year?
He's going to be 39. He's 38 right now.
39.
All right. So 2 great years of just like you have Curry, you have Giannis, you have whatever's left of Draymond, right?
So Giannis is only under contract for next season, and he has a player option for the season after.
Yeah. So I guess that's the other side of it too is what does that contract have to be? What I'm envisioning is that like if you trade for Giannis, give it 2 good years with Curry's last years. I wonder what they could get if they trade Giannis at like 33 or 34.
They'd have to sign him to an extension before to even figure that out.
I think they definitely.
If you're Giannis, do you even want to do that?
Well, I think if I was Giannis, I like the idea of playing with Steph, but once that's
No, I
done,
get that. I get the idea of picking up the option if you're Giannis in Golden State if you get traded there in the summer.
Mm.
I get that. I'm saying after that, because how long is Steph's contract?
He's an expiring. Next year's his last year.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Next year's his last year. Yeah.
Ooh.
So in that situation, bro, Curry and Giannis both go into free agency. Like, assuming Giannis is going to opt out, Curry and Giannis are both going into free agency at the same time.
Yes.
And Draymond would be an expiring too. Like, and like what? Yeah. You can figure things out at that point.
That's very hey man, Jalen Green, 70 points in the play-in tournament. Proud of him.
Yo, and the random shit is that those points don't count to his career stats.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll always remember this and appreciate this, Jalen Green.
But yeah, game's over. We got through a bunch of shit here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we got the Raptors game at 1 Eastern and the Nuggets game at 3:30 Eastern. So fresh off 5 hours of streaming, I got 5 more hours for you guys tomorrow before I fuck off for a while. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
You said you're doing the Nuggets game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably will be back from I have a men's league game at 11 my time for indoor. It's only going to be like an hour though, so I'll probably be back for the Nuggets game.
Sounds good.
Yep. And
That's basically, those are the 2 series I'm doing. I'm locked in on the Raptors series and the Nuggets series, and then if they end early, I'll figure something else out. But whenever those 2 series are going on, I'll be here.
Yep. All right.
But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Shout out to everybody in here. On the way out, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we're out.